Welcome. In this video, we're going to cover 5 basic exercises you can do in the house. Since we've been doing a lot of in the house videos for rainy days, I thought I'll just carry on with the fitness part of it. Have to do all 5 of them in a row, but you can do at least one of them, and I'm just going to pick one basic exercise that you can do in 5 or 10 minutes if you don't have any time. The last 2, I kind of left these last 2 out for a reason, because strength and power, they can be confusing, but just to try to put this in tennis terms. Now, strength is, let's start off with power and then it'll make sense with strength. Power is the amount of force exerted in the shortest amount of time. So for example, hitting a forehand, I can only take, or hitting a return or serve, I don't have the luxury to take my racket this far back because the ball is coming so fast. So it's take your racket back, short backswing. Now, power is the amount of force you can exert in the shortest amount of time. So it's here, how quickly can you swing that? That is power. And that's the amount of force exerted in the shortest amount of time. And strength is the exact same thing, but time is not affected. So for tennis terms, it's a little bit hard to explain. Holding a tennis racket, holding it tight, when the ball comes, if it's a return, if it's a serve, when the ball comes, if I'm not holding my racket tight, if I don't have enough strength, the ball will hit my racket and my racket will wobble and the ball will go all over the place. If I have the strength, when the racket hits when the ball hits my racket, if it's slightly off center, the more strength I have, the more I can control that. And I can somewhat guide and try to salvage that shot. Because it's almost impossible to hit the ball smack in the middle every single time. So when it's a little bit off, if I have strength in my arm, I can somewhat guide that. If I don't have strength, the racket wobbles. Now, you can't always squeeze and hold your racket tight the entire time. It's somewhat loose. And when the ball is coming, you kind of squeeze a little bit. And that's the closest I can relate that to tennis. You do not need to do any of this. You don't need any expensive or specific equipment to do any of this. I literally just went in my backyard. Get my arms up straight, shoulder height, get my arms up and roll it up. You can go as slowly as you like or as fast as you like. Do not bend your arms. Keep your arms up, keep that straight, and keep going up all the way. Do not drop your arms. The second you drop your arms, you gotta do it again. And keep your arms straight and keep going so you get all the way to the top. When I get to the top, without taking a break, all the way down again. Do not take a break. If you bring your arms down, that does not count. You have to start again. I'm starting to feel a burn in my arms. Take it all the way down. You can go fast or as slow as you like, without dropping your arms. Now, that's one way of doing it. Now, if you're not feeling a burn, go straight into the second one and do that again. If you're not feeling a burn after that, do that 3 times. But for me, I was starting to feel a bit of a burn, so 2 would have been fine. If you're starting to get past 3, then you need to challenge yourself. So the next exercise you can do challenge yourself, you can get a longer cable, stand on a chair, use the same chair all the time so we keep the results somewhat consistent. Hold it up again, so now it's a lot longer. So extend the cable so it touches the ground. So that's one way to make it harder. Another way is do multiple times, see if you can do about 4, maybe. Another way is, this is a 16-ounce bottle, get a slightly bigger bottle, maybe get a Gatorade bottle that is 32 ounces. And then if that's getting easy, get a gallon. Get an entire gallon, but whatever you're doing, keep writing it down because you need to see if you're getting better or not. Hang it on the door, and I'm going to just hold it and hold that position for at least a minute. And then see if you can keep that time, and then next time beat that record. Hold on to your bar and see if you can beat that record. So I can comfortably hold mine for 2 minutes. But I did not start with 2 minutes. I started off with 1 minute, holding my entire body weight. And then it went up to 90 seconds, 2 minutes. And if that's getting too easy, 2 minutes should be good. You could put weights down the road, but for now, if you can hold it for 2 minutes, you're doing really, really well. 1 minute is about standard. You should be able to hold your entire weight for 1 minute. It's good for grip strength. And that's back to holding your racket. Because you're not going to hit the ball smack in the middle all the time, that if you've got that grip strength, when you hit the ball slightly off the middle, you can get away with it. All right, last exercise. Last exercise is exploding with the legs. All right, so to start off with this one, I'm going to just keep my legs straight. I don't have as good leg strength as the average person, so I need to do this a little bit more than normal. But you need to straighten your leg and then go down. There's a name for this. One leg something, I'll look it up in a second. And you go down as much as you can and then come all the way up. So that's one. And then do that again. That's as far as I can go, so that's good enough. I can feel it. And then I'll do that again. Hold that balance, and then that's 2. And then do that again. Without taking a break, I'm just changing the angle. And then do that again. Make sure you hold. Now, if you find you're losing balance, it's a good indication that you need to do this more often because your legs are not strong enough. So, here, go down as low as you can. And then up. Do not put your leg down. That's 3. All the way down. That's 4. Maybe you can do better than me. See how many you can do. All right, so that's 5 on this leg, and then do the same on this leg. Go down as much as you can, maintaining your balance, all the way down. That's 1. And then do that 5 times. Take a break, do 3 sets of that. Now, here's how you test if your legs are getting stronger. So get some kind of a marker, take some tape, put it on the ground, and take a pencil, because you can easily erase it. With the marker right there, then we're going to do broad jumps. With the marker right here, you want to lift forward as far as you can. And go. All right, and put a marker right there. And then measure that. Now, I think for me, it is, my best was 6.5 feet. Remember the water that I had over here? Make sure you're drinking water in between. If you are a tennis player or doing any kind of physical activity, make sure you are drinking water. Your weight, half of that half of your weight in ounces is how much you need to drink a day. That's for somebody that's kind of not doing anything. So if you're a tennis player or doing any physical activities, you need to drink a little bit more than that. So they say half an ounce to 1 ounce per 1 pound. So I'm 160 pounds. Okay, 167 pounds, just for argument's sake, 160 pounds. So I'm 160 pounds, so that means the very minimum I need to drink is 80 ounces. 1 gallon is 128 ounces, which is 3.7 liters, and 34 ounces is about 1 liter. And that covers day 1 of exercises at home without any expensive equipment. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.